I was just looking at the calendar, and I didn't realize that it's going to be February. That's the last month of the season coming up. Has it been does it get to be kind of a grind after a while when you get to this point of the season?
I don't really think so. I think the season's actually went really fast. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's February already at all, but so yeah, it doesn't feel like a grind yet. But the schoolwork kind of gets a little tough during the end of the season because start new classes and that kind of builds up. But other than that, not really.
You guys have had like 3 months off of school, and now you've got a week into school, right? Or 2 weeks, is it?
Yeah, this is our second week of school, so we're missing tomorrow's classes, and then next week we're going to Wisconsin, so we're going to miss about 3 classes there. So.
Well, and the reason I'm asking is because you did have and it wasn't like 3 months. I was trying to get you to smile there a little bit, but it was a long break, and now you're back into classes. Is it is it a rude awakening when classes start and basketball you continue to play?
I definitely think it is because for that month that we get off, you're relaxing, watching TV, just going to practice and hanging out, and then all of a sudden, wow, school starts, you got homework to do and other things that you have to balance your time with, so it gets tough.
Is this year easier, your second year in college basketball?
Basketball or school-wise?
Is it your third year in school?
No, second.
Right, but both. Does it get easier the second time around is what I'm trying to ask?
I think now that I know what to expect, that makes it easier, but my classes and the workload is a lot harder this year. Yeah, definitely.
What's your major and what makes it harder?
I'm an accounting major, and then I'm also double majoring in rec and sport. So accounting is getting a lot more difficult now, and then missing classes doesn't help that fact. So got a lot of catch up to do.
You know, Kelsey, I'm not sure I've ever heard of or seen or met a accounting and rec and sport major. That's a kind of diverse fields.
It is. I don't really know exactly what I want to do yet. So I had a coaching minor at the beginning, and then I ended up changing out of accounting and then coming back into it. So then I just kept the rec and sport. But I mean, I always want to stay in sports. So maybe I'm thinking like doing accounting for a sports team or something like that along those lines.
Well, the way sports are going, it's big money stuff, and it makes a lot of sense to me. Visiting with Kelsey Nickerson here at halftime. And let's talk a little basketball now. It was kind of a slow start shooting, at least for you, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But, boy, it seems like things have turned around for you a little bit. Is there a thing that has happened, or is it just persistence? Well, what's going on with that?
Well, I guess at the beginning of the season I started with some injuries again, and I got healed back from those. I don't know, I'm just building my confidence back up and shooting it more. So.
Yeah, it was that thumb, right? That was the big injury. Tell me about that.
In practice, I bent it backwards really far and ended up tearing my muscle in my thumb, and so that was hard, a little painful. It's still not fully healed, but it probably never will be back to where it was before. And then I ended up spraining my ankle again, same as I did last year. So that was a little rough too, but I'm good now. So.
The thumb bother you at all?
Yeah, I mean, it still has a lot of painful. I don't have full range of motion in it, but other than that, it doesn't affect my shot really anymore.
How about when you catch a ball? Does it bother you then?
It used to at the beginning. That's why I kept it taped, but it's strengthening back up now, so it's not as bad.
Kelsey Nickerson again is our guest here. Besides shooting the basketball, how is the rest of the game going? Because there's so many more things involved. Shallow media types like me just watch the ball, But what about defensively? Is it anything different this year in your first year?
I think I just know what more to expect. I know that Coach loves defense, and that's what I need to focus on to play. And so, I mean, I'm working on my quickness and trying to get faster so I can guard the faster people.
I'm going to have to go back to the shooting thing again. Did you get a little frustrated when they wouldn't go down for you?
Yeah, it was frustrating, and then with my hand taped, it kind of threw off my shot a little bit because I couldn't move my wrist like I used to. So it took a little time to get used to it, and I finally just got fed up with the tape and just started working through it. So.
Let's fast forward a month and a half, whenever this season finally ends. What are you going to do the rest of the spring semester besides study and all of that stuff?
Well, hopefully get to relax a little bit and hang out with friends more, and then hopefully see my family a little bit more. So that'll be fun. I plan on going to California to visit my grandparents, so that'll be fun.
What do they do in California?
They just live there for 6 months out of the year.
I think people don't realize that you still, you're a college student and that this is kind of a job for you to play basketball, and going to school is certainly a job, but do you have any hobbies or anything you enjoy doing during the year?
I wouldn't say during the year, no, but over the summer I love to go out and boat and go to the lake, and I'm really family oriented, so I love to be spending time with my family.
Well, let's talk about your family then. We know your grandparents are in California. Tell me about the rest of your family.
The rest of my family is at home in Ottumwa, Iowa, along with my grandma. And then I have family in Illinois, and I just have spread out all over the place, so it's fun.
Is it one of those deals where they all get together, or do you have vacation destinations where you can go?
With my dad's side of the family, we all meet in pretty much Iowa. My aunt comes down from North Dakota, and that's that family. And then normally it's either California or Illinois for my mom's side of the family. It's because my mom's from Illinois, so we meet kind of at that place. So.
Do they get a chance to come down and see you play?
My grandparents from California, not really, because normally during basketball season they're in California. They did get to watch, they do drive through Kansas City, so I get to see them once on their way through, but it's normally not during basketball season.
Well, thank you for taking the time. I know you need to go warm up, but I appreciate you sitting and visiting.
Yes, thank you.
Kelsey Nickerson has been our guest, and we're back after this.